What made my greedy stepmother scream at a judge during my father's probate hearing? My dad died suddenly when I was 22. Before we even picked out his casket, his wife of 3 years, Brenda, handed me a typed 30-day eviction notice. We lived in a stunning $920,000 historic home in Boston. Brenda had always treated me like a nuisance, but her cruelty peaked when she waved a newly notarized will in my face. It left her absolutely everything. My dad had supposedly signed it just days before his fatal heart attack. She told me to pack my things because she was selling the house to a developer on Monday. I begged her for just a few weeks to process my grief. Instead, she left me a scathing voicemail calling me a spoiled freeloader who needed a reality check. The next morning, I came downstairs to find her tossing my late mother's heirloom china and my childhood photo albums into cheap black contractor trash bags. She was even wearing my mother's vintage diamond tennis bracelet, smirking as she ordered me off the property. I didn't yell, I didn't cry. I just quietly grabbed my suitcase, called a real estate attorney, and waited for the official probate hearing. Brenda strutted into the courthouse a month later wearing a brand new designer suit, acting like she had already cashed the check. She confidently handed the judge her shiny new will, demanding immediate authorization to liquidate the estate. The judge read it over in silence. He adjusted his glasses, looked down from the bench, and asked if she had ever actually reviewed the original property deed. Brenda scoffed, loudly declaring she didn't need to because a legal wife automatically inherits her husband's assets. The judge sighed and held up a stamped court document from 2004. My dad didn't own the house. My maternal grandfather did. When my mom passed away, my grandfather placed the home into an ironclad irrevocable trust. My dad was granted a life estate, meaning he could live there rent-free until he died. But the deed clearly mandated that upon his passing, sole ownership transferred instantly to one person, me. Brenda hadn't inherited a $920,000 gold mine. She had inherited a $45,000 life insurance policy and absolutely zero claim to the real estate. She was, legally speaking, a squatter in my house. The blood completely drained from her face. She started hyperventilating, screaming at the judge that I had forged the documents and demanding I be arrested for fraud. Instead, my lawyer calmly slid a thick manila envelope across the plaintiff's table. Inside was a formal, court-approved eviction notice. I was legally giving her exactly 48 hours to vacate my property. She tried to beg, stammering about where she was supposed to go. I just stared at my mother's diamond bracelet on her wrist and told her to make sure she packed all her belongings in those black contractor bags.